Welcome to Boonville, Indiana. On the campus of Boonville High School, the Jasper Wildcats are opening up their 2023-24 season on the road here in Boonville against the Boonville Pioneers. The Wildcats coming off last year's season where they went, I'm losing my spot, 14-11, sorry there. 14-11 against a Boonville Pioneer team that is 12-12 from last season. Hello, everybody. I'm Craig Schneider along with Jason Staum and Jeremy Marcos on the video. And Jason, it's just when you come into a new basketball season, I mean, obviously new players are going to be coming in. You know, Wildcats themselves just graduated Carter Moondy, Charlie Cabrick, Grant Young. Heil's going to be out, you know, with his injury still, so we won't see Griffin Heil maybe until late in the season if we do. But, yeah, it's just going to be a lot of new players that John Gable's just going to have to really work into the lineup now.
Yeah, you're right, Craig. You know, early in the season, you know, you're trying to find rhythm with the players and see who plays well with each other and that type of thing. You know, you've got guys out there on the Jasper side that, you know, haven't started or played much varsity basketball. So, you know, it's going to be a learning experience here early, and you just got to get through it and hopefully get better each and every time you come out.
Right, and the Wildcats do have two key players coming back from last year's season. Will Wallace, who averaged 8.4 points per ball game and 4 rebounds, and also Andrew Noblet, who is the Wildcats' top three-point shooter, shooting 36% from beyond the arc, so he'll get the start tonight as well. So taking a look at the Wildcats starting lineup out there as we see the first shot missed there by Giesler, but Braden Giesler, Will Wallace, Caden Ernie. Number 31 is Andrew Noblet, and 23 is Jace Foy getting his first varsity start tonight.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad look there by Giesler. Giesler shot the ball really well last year from the three-point line. So we're obviously going to have that this year because, you know, teams are going to key on Noblet, knowing that Noblet can shoot the ball.
All right, so the Pioneers into their offense as the Wildcats with a man-to-man defense out there. They start Lamar Tinsley. Number 4 is Grant Davis. Isaac Miller is 12. 15 is Jackson McCain. And their big man at 6'4" is number 23, Tyler Clanner. So Boonville not able to score in their first possession, so minute into it, and Cats looking for their first bucket, and popping it right there is number 33, Caden Ernie, and that's a three-point shot to give the Wildcats an early 3-0 lead.
You know, we were talking before the game, you know, you look at the position-wise, Jasper starting 4 guards and a forward, which, you know, in high school basketball doesn't mean a lot, but, you know, that what that's going to do is it's going to translate into probably a lot of outside shots.
So there's a drive there. Man falls on the floor there, but he was able to recover with the shot there as Jackson McCain. So he gets Boonville on the board. 3-2's our score.
He's a pretty big body for a freshman. We'll see how he can keep up with the pace of the varsity game.
And there's a three-point shot from Noblet. So just where he left off last year, he's going to be a marksman all year.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You know, Andrew shot the ball well last year from three-point line. You know, we're going to have to definitely have that continue this year to be successful.
2 minutes into it now. Cats with a 6-2 lead.
Jasper's playing their typical hard-nosed man-to-man defense, which, you know, we've grown accustomed to seeing that a lot.
So McCain, the youngster, showing that he's got the offense. He's got the first 4 points for Boonville. Makes it a 6-4 game with that bucket. Wide open down low is Wallace, and he gets his defender to leave his feet, and he gets his first 2 points of the ball game.
We did a good job of reversing the ball there. They're kind of in a 1-2-2 half-court trap, and if you pass the ball and move the ball against that trap, you can be successful.
All right, so McCain, seen him down low, but he's out there on the perimeter now. Number 2 is Lamar Tinsley. Miller gives it up. Davis nowhere to go, so he gives it up back over there to Clanner. Good job by the Wildcats not allowing them to penetrate into the lane here, so they're doing a great job on the perimeter guarding the guards. So nice defense there by
Giesler's got to keep his hands off of him. He did a good job. He moved his feet, but he also took his hands and reached in there, and that's what got him the foul.
So 4:29 on the clock. That's the first whistle of the ball game. So the foul is called there on Noblet.
Noblet got that?
Thought they put up there.
I see that, but it looked to me like it was Giesler, but oh well. I think our defense right now has got Boonville kind of flustered on offense because we've forced them way away from the basket. And they don't look like they're in sync with their offense.
And this Boonville Pioneer team, Jeremy Willis, went 12-12 in his first season at Boonville, so he's in his second year here. But there's a nice putback up and in by Kleiner. So Boonville's buckets have all been 2-pointers. It's an 8-6 ball game. Jasper still with the lead. 3:50 on the clock here as the Cats hand off. Get it into Wallace there at the free throw line. He makes a move, kicks out to the corner. Giesler gives it up to Noblet. Giesler attacks, but comes up short with that shot. So went with his left side, put it up with his right hand there. 3:28 on the clock. Cats with an 8-6 lead. Oh, nice job there by Noblet to steal the basketball. Feeds it back over to Giesler, and this time with the left hand puts it up and in. 4 starters have scored for the Wildcats. 10-6 our score, 3:09 on the clock.
That's what you like to see as a coach. You like to see balanced scoring. That way teams can't concentrate on shutting one guy down.
Cats doing a good job even preventing anything down in the post. They're not really posting up much, though.
Yeah, they're running like at 5 out, 4
Right.
out, and one guy kind of floats around in the middle, but most everything of their offense is above the three-point line.
So the freshman makes a move there and goes up with his left hand, so he's got his 6th point of the ball game, Jackson McCain. So looking at a 10-8 game right now with 2:19 on the clock. 3-point shot from the corner, nicely put down there by Giesler. So he's got 5 points to lead the Wildcats. 13-8 is our score.
Giesler needs to do a better job down here on the defensive end now, guarding McCain.
Boonville looking to run more of an emotion offense, it seems like, on this possession. Now the freshman's going to launch a 3. It's not there. Cats come down with the board quickly the other way. Another 3-point shot from the corner. This is Noblet. He can't get that one to go. Ball gets knocked away. Now it's tied up down low. Good job by Giesler to get his hands on that basketball as number 23, Kleiner, had it. So a couple substitutions coming in for the Wildcats. Number 5.
Logan Day.
And then also Max Butel, number 33, is checked in for the Pioneers. That's Cash Willis. Minute 30. Quick drive there. Left-hand shot goes up, but it's going to be a foul called on the Wildcats, Logan Day.
We got to do a better job of getting between him and the basket. We're getting on like there. He drove to the side, and we, instead of trying to get in front of him to cut him off, we just kind of rode his hip all the way to the basket.
All right, so the freshman short on that free throw shot. First free throw of the ball game. Just 2 fouls have been whistled so far.
I watched him shoot in warm-ups a little bit. I think I would back off of him a little bit and make him prove that he can shoot from the outside.
So Butel will bring it up. Sophomore hands off. Couldn't find Noblet cutting to the lane there. Wallace now up top, but he's going to attack the lane, get the ball knocked away. So coming the other way, number 33 is Willis, who gives it back up, and now Boonville into their offense with a minute to go in the quarter. Kleiner gives it up. Attacking the lane there is McCain. Now double team there, and he throws it away, so the Wildcats doing a good job to force that turnover. He wanted to go to the corner to McCain, but Cats double teamed him as he made that move. We got a substitution for the Wildcats here. Coming back in is Jace Foy, and Gieser's going to get a quick breather with 45.9 on the clock. Jasper with a 13-9 lead in the basketball.
I'd really turn up the defensive pressure. Boonville's got 2 freshmen on the floor right now. I'd be all over those guys, making them handle the ball.
Right. Butel gives it up. Foy, nothing there. Tell gets to the lane, gets that shot up, and he gets it to drop, and it'll be a 3-point opportunity there as the foul was called. So Grant Davis picks up the personal foul. First one on Boonville, just 3 fouls in the quarter so far with 24.1 on the clock. And Butel makes it happen there. Cats now with a 16-9 lead. Ernie comes back in the ball game. So now able to get a quick breather here.
Need to get a good stop here in the quarter on a good note.
Davis will hold it. Now feeds, and good job by the Wildcats, come up with the steal. Butel feeds it over to the right side, and the shot is up and in, and a foul. So Logan Day is able to put that up and in, but a great job by Butel to make the steal and the pass.
Butel did a good job there. He made he went right at the defender and made the defense commit to him, stopping him, which left Logan open for the possible 3-pointer.
He misses that free throw. Boonville's got 3 seconds to do something. Long 3-point shot on the way is long, so Tinsley not able to hit that. But the Cats have doubled up the Boonville Pioneers to start this basketball game. First quarter, 18-9 here on 18 WJTS. Jasper Wildcats, good balance scoring as well as Nabot, Ernie, Braden Gieser leads the Wildcats with 5. Wallace, Logan Day, and also Max Butel have all scored for the Cats here with their 18 points. Nabot goes baseline, reverse shot, but it gets blocked. So coming up with that block was LaBelle Tinsley, who actually averaged 9 points a game for this Boonville team last year. So he is their leading returning scorer, but makes a nice defensive play there. Good job by Day to force him back out. McLean drops it down into Tinsley. Tinsley with the left hand can't get it to go, so the Cats will come the other way. Foy feeds to the corner. He'll drive it this time on the right side, hits the side of the backboard, so Boonville comes down with it. Kleiner will bring it up. Feed in the corner, wide open shot there, but not able to drop there for Miller, and Cats come down with the board.
We've done a pretty good job of limiting Boonville to 1 shot on their offensive end.
And that tends to happen when you got everybody on the perimeter there.
Yeah.
All right, so Day will drive. He'll give it up. Nice stop and pop there for Noblet, but he'll actually gather his own rebound. Giesler, a 3-point shot long. Noblet after the basketball comes up with the board, and that leaves a wide open jumper, but the Cats not able to drop these easy buckets here.
Yeah, they've had a couple of open looks. There was one for sure. We got to be able to knock those down. I just hope that we don't. There's a nice steal by Ernie.
So the Cats on the break again, and it pays off again with the steal and a bucket. So Noblet gets that one. He's got 5. And Boonville just not really under control right now, so they call a timeout with 6:10 to go. Jasper leads 20-9 here on 18 WJTS. Here at Boonville High School, Craig Schneider, Jason Stamm, and Jeremy Marcos bringing you the action. Wildcats with a 20-9 lead, and we noticed that the fouls reset at the second quarter there. Jason, kind of explain how they made that change as far as fouls and free throws.
Yeah, the National Federation of State High School Association put a new rule in this year that says high school basketball teams will shoot 2 free throws for common fouls when in the bonus. This eliminates the 1-and-1 scenario and sets new foul limits each quarter for awarding the bonus.
Right.
So basically, if you get 5 fouls in the quarter, instead of going into the bonus in those, you're going to automatically get 2 shots.
Yeah, so pretty well double bonus like the NBA.
Correct.
So see how that plays out.
Yeah, that could be a big thing down the stretch, you know, in a tight ball game, because teams were fouling to make teams shoot the bonus, but now you're going to get 2 free throws right away.
Giesler looking sharp on that jumper there. He's got 7 points. So the Cats have outscored the Pioneers 4-0 so far with 5:34 on the clock.
See, Boonville just doesn't look like they're accustomed, and I know it's the first game of the year, but they're not used to being guarded at the 10-second line or outside the 3-point line.
Right.
You know, they're used to being able to do what they want to do. You know, and in practice, you're playing against your own team. So, you know, you structure how you play defense. Well, when you get in games like this, it's a total different feel for things.
Right.
And obviously, to me, that's the big factor right now. Boonville's just lost on the offensive end.
Yeah, they actually not been able to really get any consistency other than early on with Jackson McCain, the freshman, scoring some buckets in that first quarter. All right, next we got a stoppage of play as the official goes to the sideline. But I think it has to do with number 50 maybe, because he's not on the roster.
He's not on our roster, but he could have been in the book. I don't know.
Well, I think that's what they're questioning.
Which would be a technical foul.
Yeah.
Basically on Boonville for an illegal substitution.
Yeah, because when he came in, I looked down and I don't have him anywhere.
Well, I saw him when they were warming up, and I was like, 50? I don't even have a 50 on the roster. So I'm going to assume that's what, like you said, that's what they're discussing right now. They're talking to Coach Gable. So I would say it should be, I would think, a technical, and Jasper will retain the ball.
All right, so he's providing some explanation over there, but yeah, that looks like that's going to be the case here. Guess we'll have to find out who 50 is before it's all said and done. Make a trip down there at halftime to the scores table. Now what hits the free throw, though?
You know who he reminds me of? He's a little heavier, but he reminds me of the leprechaun from Notre Dame. The red hair, the beard. See, now I don't know whether he's even allowed to stay in the game and play, which they're taking him out.
Yeah, they did take him out. So number 23 comes into the ball game. So Klainer's back in. But the Cats, 6 unanswered points in the basketball underneath their basket here after the tee. So inbound, Ernie with it. Giesler left all alone and can't get the bound to go. Battle for the rebound, and Kleiner comes down. So McLean handling the ball. Now in is Marcus Ballard, number 10. And they call that an offensive foul.
That looked like a flop to me, but we'll take it.
Absolutely.
Foy kind of didn't even get hit, really, and fell down. And
right.
The referee saw saw him fall down, but.
You know, going back to that, as Wallace is wide open now. Good recovery there by McLean. Cross-court pass goes off the fingers, but Nabot's able to get it. One dribble, three-point shot, and he drains it. So showing he can shoot off the dribble there. Nabot's having a night. Double figures already. I check that. He's got 9, actually, but that shot is up and in by Lavelle Tinsley, and he got fouled.
There's no way he should be able to come from the wing all the way to the basket and Jasper not have anybody there to help. They got there, but they were late, and that's what caused the foul. You know, and that's one thing that, I know I talk old school basketball, but years ago somebody would have stepped in there and took a charge.
Right.
Now everybody wants to try to block his shot.
Right, yeah. But going back to the foul situation and, you know, the double bonus and all that.
Ooh.
My question is, what about a player control foul? Will that still be free throws once you get to that 5 foul limit?
No, I don't think. I think the offensive end, you know, that I don't think that rule is going to change.
Okay. Well, there's a drive. McLean out of control there and proves it with a bad shot. 27-11, Jasper with the big lead here. 3-point shot there and drained by Logan Day. So he gets his first three-pointer of the night, but he's got 5 in the ball game, and the Cats now 30-11. Big lead. Tinsley launches one, nothing there. Naba finds the angle over there to Butel. Ernie thought about it. Now he's going to drive, give it up. Day cut off. Yeah, the Cats haven't fed the post much either. Wallace was looking for it when he was on that side.
Poor Wally, he's just kind of down there setting screens and running from side to side and trying to get a rebound when somebody shoots.
Well, we're getting some three-point opportunities. Naba's not able to cash in on that one. Tinsley makes a move, spin, shot up and in. So he's showing why he's their leading scorer coming back this year. 5 points, and this is his first action here in the second quarter.
And I think as the season goes along, you know, we're going to find out that you have to play the inside-outside game. I know we talked about that a lot last year. You know, throw the ball in there to those big guys and let them turn and throw it out to the guards or whoever that are out ready to shoot. You can't just play the perimeter game all the time.
Right. All right, so we got some substitutions there as Foy and Giesler are back into the ball game. Cats facing some pressure. Wallace doing a nice job to feed the wing, but it does not go there. So here come the Pioneers the other way, and that's an easy jam for number 1, Lavelle Tinsley. So he's got all 7 points for Boonville. So I don't know if he was maybe suspended for the first quarter or what.
He must have been in the doghouse or something.
Yeah. Wallace too strong on that drive and commits a foul.
It wasn't a bad drive, but he needs to learn that when he gets in there, he's got to be under control. And the way you do that is you go down there, you jump stop, and you go up strong with the basketball instead of floating in there.
So the Cats still with a 15-point lead, but a little momentum going towards Boonville as Lavelle Tinsley has been popping it. Give it up to his brother, Lamar. Lavelle looking for the shot on the three-pointer, but good job there by Ernie to be all over him. Well, he's going to launch it anyway and way short. So poor shot selection there as Naba brings it the other way. Feed, Ernie with the wide open shot, and he pops it. So the Cats are really popping the three-pointers tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's their 5th one. Ernie's got 2 of them. 33-15 with 1:30 to go here in the second quarter. Tinsley's looking at that bucket at all times, isn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Good job by the Cats to put pressure on the ball to get the steal. Coming the other way, trying to draw some contact, not there, but Giesler can't get the putback.
I mean, there was contact, but that's where we've got to learn. You got to go up strong with the ball.
Giesler comes up with the steal there. Now Ernie with 55 seconds to see if the Cats show a little more patience, but nope, you get a wide open shot like that, but he misses everything, so Day gets the junk, but not there.
That was a pass, I think.
Well, you didn't complete the assist then.
No.
So, you know, the thing is the Wildcats kind of jumped out early in this quarter here, but seemed a little flustered with the pressure that Boonville's picked up as far as defensively.
Well, and I think part of that, Craig, is right now, early in this season, we're going to struggle with teams that put pressure on us because our guards and our guys that got to handle the ball are all young, don't have a lot of varsity experience.
Tinsley attacks the basket, Draws the contact, so he's going to shoot a couple.
So he's another one of those guys I think I would back off a half a step to a step. Shoot it.
Yeah.
Prove to me you can hit it out there, because if you can, I'm not going to let you drive to the basket.
So Ernie picks up that foul as Tinsley hits the free throw. He's 2 for 2. So he's got half of Boonville's 16 points, and he pops that one. 33-17. Still a nice lead for the Cats, but Tinsley is really cutting into that as he scored all 9 of their points.
We just need to be patient here, not do anything silly. Jack Levin's checked in at some point. I've just seen him out there.
Boy, Nabas looking sharp at that shot, isn't he?
Yeah.
36-17. Tinsley's just going to launch a long one. Misses quite a bit, and Cats will go into the locker room with 36-17 lead. So what do you think for the start for the Cats here in their first half of action?
Well, obviously we're shooting the ball extremely well from three-point line. Struggling a little bit inside on the two-pointers, but shooting the ball well. But I think the biggest thing that impresses me so much is on the defensive end. We've been talking, we're forcing Boonville into doing things that they're not comfortable doing. And I think that's got us, to the point where we're at with the 36 points, because we've been able to force them into turnovers, force them into they've taken a lot of bad shots, driving to the basket, just throwing it up. But that's kind of a staple of Jasper basketball since Coach Gable's, it's been for a long time.
Right.
But since Coach Gable's been here, he's always been big on playing man-to-man defense.
Right.
Right. And we do play that very well.
Right.
And I think, this year so far, obviously we've only played a half, but so far we've done a pretty good job of playing man-to-man defense.
Right. All right, we'll take our halftime break here. Jasper 36, Boonville 17 here on 18 WJTS. All right, we're coming towards the end of halftime here at Boonville High School. The Cats with a 36-17 lead over the Pioneers. Quick look at the scoring. Boonville, just 3 players have scored. Lavelle Tinsley scored all of his points in that second quarter. Did not see action in the first, and he scores all 8 of their points. Jackson McCain, the freshman, he scored all of his points in the first quarter. He's got 7 and 2 points for Tyler Kleiner, number 23. Cats are led by Nobwit with 13. Ernie had 6. Gieser had 7. Wallace had 2. Logan Day off the bench with 5. And Max Butel had a 3-point play in the first quarter. So the Cats scoring 18 points in both those first 2 quarters, Jason. So offensively, not too bad.
No, it's not. Like we talked there right before the break, there's another turnover.
Defense creates offense there, and actually that's going to be a foul. So Ernie, I'll check out. That's actually Foy making the play there.
We were talking about that, how the defense has led to those type of things.
Right.
And Boonville, like I said, they just look out of sorts all night.
Right. Yeah, we mentioned their only letter winner returning, according to the Courier, was Lavelle Tinsley, and we saw that as far as what he does for this basketball team, scoring 8 points there in the quarter. So the Cats with 2 free throws. Foy gets his first 2 points of the ball game and have a 38-17 lead. So you kind of get these early leads here in the second half here, Jason. What do you want to do? Just consistently
I think
perform the same way, right?
Right, and it may give Coach Gable the opportunity to look at some other guys possibly in certain situations. It's early in the year, and obviously we've played basically, I think, 7 guys tonight, 8 maybe, something like that.
Yep.
And throughout the course of the year, you'd like to see that number at 9 or 10 guys that you'd feel comfortable running in there in crucial situations.
Right.
And, we're a young team. I mean, like last year, we didn't play a lot of guys last year either. And, that's one thing that, that's why from year to year it's important that you get that opportunity to play those young guys as much as you can.
Sure.
I mean, we're sitting here talking about Boonville, but Boonville had 2 freshmen out there on the floor at one point in the first quarter or first half. And, they're going to struggle when you have that. But next year, sophomores, juniors, seniors, they're going to get better and better. So, that's one way that you can look at that. And I think, like to your point, this game, you just have to keep playing to the effort that you had. You don't want to force up bad shots. You want to run your offense. You want to concentrate on playing defense.
Long 3-point shot there by Lavelle does not go. Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, especially, your first game, you're starting to learn a lot of things, obviously, just from one half of basketball as far as who's going to be able to do what and all that. But, to be able to kind of work some other guys into the lineup, I think is going to really be key for the Cats to see what else we've got available off our bench.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I think, at different stages of the year and different games, you're going to need different guys to do different things. And that's what makes teams good teams is other players have the ability to step up. Right now, tonight so far, the 3-point shot's going.
Yes.
Okay, well, what happens when we get a night where that doesn't fall? Then you got to have somebody that can step up and play inside, like a Wallace or whoever it may be. And, you have to be able to have that adapt to the game situation.
So Noblet hits both free throws after getting fouled on that jump shot. 6:26 on the clock. Cats now with 40. Boonville only 17, so a good start here for the Cats in the second half as well.
I just got to make mention of something. I just thought of it. This is the first time in 26 years that Coach Albrand hasn't been sitting on the bench down there.
Oh, I know. Absolutely.
They knew it was coming last year. They, recognized him or whatever for all those years in service. But, I've talked to him a few times since basketball has started, and I asked him. I said, "Do you miss it?" And he goes, "Not yet, but come Friday and Saturday nights, I will."
Right.
So I mean, that's a huge hole or a void for somebody to fill down there on that bench with Coach Gable.
Right.
Because Coach Albrand was very, very knowledgeable in the game of basketball. And I know Coach Gable leaned on him a lot of times for different things throughout games, throughout practice, whatever it was.
Yeah.
So you stop and think about it. 26 years. That's a long time that he's been sitting on the sideline with him.
Absolutely. Yeah, and especially pretty well all 17 years of John Gable, 16 going into the 17th year this year. But he's pretty well been that top varsity assistant. 3-point shot by Wallace. So you mentioned the 3-point shot going in for the Cats. That's their first of the second half, and now the lead's 43-17.
And a big thing with those 3-point shots that we've done a good job of hitting them tonight, but a lot of them are uncontested.
Right.
Wallace's guy was 4 steps off of it.
Yeah.
It was like, go ahead, shoot it. Well, that's when you got to shoot it and you got to hit it.
Yeah, this is a Boonville team that's really out of sorts to start this season.
Yeah, they're going to go through some growing pains early in the year. There's no doubt.
We talk about substitutions. Butel's in the basketball game now for the Cats. All right, so they're bringing in number 50. I didn't find out what his name is, but I guess he's now officially allowed to play.
Yeah, I guess he can't get a technical again.
No.
Do you agree? You got a good shot of him there. Do you agree with my analogy of him?
He's a little bit bigger than the
Well, that's what I said. He's a little heavier, but he's got the red beard and hair.
All right, so there's a whistle. So Boonville starting to pick up on the fouls. Actually, that's the 5th foul, so we're seeing our first situation with the double bonus with the new rules. Boonville reached their 5-foul limit.
Now look at this would be interesting to do a study on this because there's 5 minutes and 24 seconds left in this quarter. and we're already in that. So every time we get fouled now, it's going to be 2 free throws. How long was this going to stretch the game out, I guess is my point.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that is a good point. All right, so 2 foul shots. 1 hit by Andrew there. So Namba leads the Wildcats with 16 points, so a great start for his senior season. 44-17 with 5:14 on the clock as Lavelle attacks the lane, feeds it back out, 50 with it.
I mean, you get both teams that are in this situation, early in a quarter. There could be a lot of free throws shot in that quarter.
Oh, it could be, yeah. Yeah, 5 fouls inside of 3 minutes. All right, so the freshman gets back on hand. He had 7 points in the first quarter, so McLean gets his first bucket of the second half there. 9 points for him. Gets Boonville's first points of the second half. Wallace will attack, and he's going to be fouled by number 50, and he picks up his first personal foul. But again, 2 free throws coming for the Cats here.
Games like this is where you just got to be careful here that you don't let sloppiness take over, basically, is what I'm saying.
Right.
You want to continue to play the caliber of game that has got you to this point.
The Cats doing the job from the line tonight. Wallace hits his first free throw in the quarter. 2, 4, 6 of 7. Make that 7 of 8. Cats were 3 of 4 in the first half. So points rack up again for the Cats here. 46-19 is the score with 4:24 to go here in the third quarter. Lavelle Tinsley making a move, spin. Slop shot up there, does not go anywhere. Cats come down with the board. McLean knocks it away, so the Cats will retain possession here. So substitution for the Cats coming in, number 5, Logan Day, who had 5 points in the first half. Halfway through the quarter, 46-19. Nice, easy lead for the Cats here. Ernie. Beatel makes a move, gives it up to Noblet. Noblet stopped at the elbow. Got a mismatch down low, and good job by the Cats to take advantage of that as Wallace gets that shot up and is fouled by McLean. So it's a shooting foul, but he would have got 2 anyway.
Right.
So second personal foul on Jackson. And free throws.
Notoriously, Jasper's always been a relatively good free throw shooting team. They'll go through stretches in games certain games where they may not hit a very good percentage, but it'd be interesting to see Coach Gable's years here. What did the team shoot as a free throw percentage?
Thought Ernie was going to pick that one off. Davis gives it up.
Boonville's got 2 freshmen and a sophomore out there now. So, that's going to be a long year for them.
Yeah.
At least till the second half, towards the end of the year, till those guys got some experience.
So I'm not seeing any openings here with the offense on this possession. So Cats doing a great job defensively, and a cut there by number 33, Cash Willis, forces that ball out of bounds. So Cats will sub in Giesler back in. Foy's back in. 47-19, 2:52 on the clock here in the third. Cats cruising. Day didn't see it there, so a 3-point shot is way short for Foy.
See, that's the difference between the other free three-pointers and that one. that one was he was on the move. He didn't have his feet set. You could tell when he shot it that it wasn't going to go in because he floated. He drifted it instead of going straight up and down on the shot.
Right. In that situation right there, you had a drive by Isaac Miller, and he just kind of got himself in trouble when he went off left his feet. 47-19, 2:20 on the clock. It's the first game of the year and all that, but Jasper looks so much more polished than what Boonville does as Dave pops that jumper. All right, so we'll take a break here. 1:55 on the clock here in the third. 20-point lead for the Cats here on 18 WJTS. Teams come out of the timeout, and there's a reason why we have Jeremy Marcos here, more so than the camera work, the outstanding camera work that he's been providing here on JTS for many, many years, but he also corrects our math and checks that as the Cats have a 30-point lead.
Yeah, he's the math major out of the three of us.
Jeremy's in his 50s with us these days, though.
That's right.
He just joined the club this year.
He did tell us that he joined the 50-year-old club this year.
Shot doesn't go there. 50 comes down with the board, puts it back up, can't get it to go. So again, the Cats doing a really good job of taking away anything inside. Boonville, outside of McLean early in the ball game, just really has not had anything in the paint. And there's another three-point shot. So Caden Ernie having a night. He's got 10. Check out his 9. Again, math issues over here.
Yeah. We're going to have to get you a calculator.
I know. Again, a man-to-man defense for the Cats, just taking everything away. McLean tries to get to the lane. Short on that shot, but he does draw some contacts, so that's going to be a foul on Jace Foy. So 3 fouls for the Wildcats in the quarter, so this will be a shooting foul this time. Boonville 0 for 3 from the line in the quarter. But what a job the Cats have done defensively, only giving up 2 points.
Yep.
So 2 more
two
misses.
bad misses.
Yeah. Boonville in the game. 3 of 10 from the foul line.
Yeah, and there's no excuse for that. I mean, their free throws, those, you should be able to at least hit 70 to 80% of them.
Cats work down to 3 seconds. Got to get a shot off. Giesler can't get that to go, but boy, the Wildcats pour it on here in this third quarter. Now lead 52-19 as we go to the fourth here on 18 WJTS. Free throw line there as Boonville inside of 3 minutes into the quarter. We're already in that double bonus situation, or the Cats are in the double bonus with the 5 fouls early on by Boonville, and they were able to hit 8 of 10 free throws in the quarter. 16 points scored, so the Cats have scored 18 in the first, second, and then 16 here in the third for their 52 points.
I don't think Jasper could put a smaller lineup on the floor than what they have right now. You got Butel, Ernie, Foy, Day, and Noblet.
Showing a lot of quickness, though.
Noblet, outside of Noblet, I don't know that you got a guy that's over 6 foot tall.
All right, so that's an attack there by Foy. So he's going to go shoot 2. He hit 2 free throws in the third.
And the reason behind that is you got to take care of the basketball now, and it's a matter of you want the clock to run now.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want the fouls. You don't want the clock stopped. Just keep it running.
All right, so the Cats continue with their excellent foul shooting tonight. 2 of 2 there. So Foy's got 4 points in the ball game, 54-19. Incredible defensive effort by the Cats, holding Boonville to only 2 points in that third quarter.
Yeah, 19 points after 3 quarters is that's going to win you a lot of games if you hold teams to that.
All right, this is going to be a foul on the floor. So Ernie picks up that one. That's his second personal foul. Can't quite do that. Might get away with that on the playground, but
yeah,
get an argument. All right, so the Cats just have to close this basketball game out here in this fourth quarter.
As Jasper's student body was telling him, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, the key to this is take care of the basketball and keep the clock running.
Well, Day wants to work on a shot there, and he drills it. Logan Day.
You know, was he open? Yeah. Do we need that? No. But, you know.
We might need it later, though.
Yeah, exactly.
So
not today, but later.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm just a fan. When you get in this situation, you just keep playing your game because,
again,
some of these guys coming off the bench got to get as much experience as they can.
You are correct.
Day actually has 10 points tonight, so good night for him. Tinsley feeds it down low. Nothing there for him. Gets it back, and I think Cats are able to get a little piece of that ball. Shot doesn't go, so Boonville's offensive woes continue into the fourth.
I don't know what their shooting percentage is, but I'm betting that it's not very good.
I'm sure they don't want to know what it is either.
When you only have 19 points, you obviously haven't hit many baskets.
Day tacks the lane, gives it up. Ernie. Good feed into Naba, but a beautiful block there by number 23, Kleiner.
Where'd he come from?
Feed on the break there, and Boonville's able to score in transition there for their first 2 points of the quarter. So John Gable wants a timeout here. Jasper 57, Boonville 21 here on 18 WJTS. All right, so the Wildcats are going to open up the opportunity for more guys off the bench here. Who do you see out there, Jason?
Number 25 is Jack Levin. Number 25 is Reese Fisher. 21 is Thomas Seger. And 13 is Max Butel along with Giesler.
There we go.
Took me longer to try to find that on the program and read it as I could have just looked. It was faster that way.
Yeah. You know these kids, don't you?
And I know most of these. Now the JV, watching them play a while ago, as Coach Begley's team picked up a nice win a while ago too in the JV game, but I'm running out of, there's quite a few of those guys that I don't recognize, but I think this might be one of my last years when I coached sixth grade was the juniors, I think.
Oh, the juniors? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
no,
now,
actually, I take that back to sophomores because I had Butel and Day.
Right. Okay, so Kai Kuntz is checked in as well, so the Cats pretty well. A lot of their junior varsity players out there getting a chance to play tonight. 4 minutes to go in the ball game as Boonville's able to get the offensive rebound.
This is where you got to see these guys. They got to step up and play the same defensive intensity that what that first group or first 9 or 10 guys, whatever it was that played. You know, these guys got to do that too, because like you said a while ago, you want to keep playing the game, and you may have to rely on one of these guys in a crucial game sometime.
Well, Thomas Sager, he's able to hit that three-point shot as he pops one there at the top of the key.
I would say that was his first varsity points.
I agree. Cats have hit the 60 mark. Boonville's 23. Short on that. Shot is cleaner. 3:07 on the clock now as the Cats will bring it up. Butel. Sager has it, being picked up heavily there by Strawley, number 3, who's in the ball game. And there's a nice, he can't get the shot to go, but good penetration there by Butel. So Boonville, and there's a wide open layup there. So Cats not getting back quick enough there.
Yeah, like we just talked, I hate to keep beating that dead horse, but these guys got to play with that same intensity that those first 7 guys did. There's no excuse for that there. That's just a lack of being lazy and not getting back on defense.
So Sager can't get that corner shot to go. Shot is blocked down low. So here come the Pioneers, but the Cats commit a foul. All right, so they call the foul on Sager.
It's like Boonville's bringing some guys in too. 25 is Landon Wilt. He's a senior, 6'5" senior.
Ballard saw some action in the first half. Now we got a jump ball down low. So we also going with the running clock in high school basketball now?
Yeah.
60-25 as the clock runs.
Yeah, they had that last year too.
Did they?
Yeah. I don't know what
we just didn't see it enough.
Well, we didn't. One time we had it, we had to look it up to see what the point spread is, but I don't remember it. I'm too old.
Okay, so they stopped the clock for free throws though. So
yeah,
Logan Strawley's going to shoot these 2. And he's able to hit that. Strawley kind of looked sharp in that JV game earlier today as he hits 2 free throws. Cats win their first JV game of the season as well. 60-27.
I think Jasper's freshman team played Boonville tonight too. I saw Coach Land here earlier,
okay.
and I see a lot of the freshmen guys sitting down there behind the bench. So I think they played.
Kuntz makes a move, but I think he stepped a little too much.
I can't imagine Boonville's freshman team being very good because there's
look at all the freshmen.
There's 4 of them on the varsity.
Right. All right, down to 37 seconds. Cats will get a breakaway here. Shot goes up and in. So Reese Fisher gets a bucket.
I'd say that's his first 2 varsity points.
So we're inside of 20 now. 62-27. Dominant game for the Jasper Wildcats tonight. Tinsley gives it up. Strawley's going to shoot. Can't get it to go. We'll run the clock out, and we'll finish this ball game. Jasper scoring 62 points tonight, doing an outstanding job defensively, holding Boonville in that second half to just 10 points. Did score 8 in this quarter, but that was more junk time there. So Cats doing a great job defensively, especially in that third quarter, holding Boonville only 2 points there, Jason.
Yeah, that was definitely key. I think to me the second quarter was the biggest key. We outscored them 16-2 or 16-8 in that quarter, and we got off to a good start. We talked about it all night. The reason behind that was because of our defense. Felt like we did a very good job of forcing the issue, forcing Boonville into doing things that they're not. Coach Gober was like, what's the final score? Because they cleared it already.
Oh, it's 62-27.
62-27.
27.
Yeah. Coach Gober was lost because they had cleared
do that.
Well, they did it in the JV game. We were talking about that too. But
because we're trying to write it down.
Yeah, we were trying to write it, and it was look up there, and it was gone. Yeah. But, you know, overall, I thought, you know, tonight was a successful night for us. Mm-hmm. You know, you never know on opening night what you're going to get. You're basically tired of beating each other up in practice.
Yeah.
Because you've been going at it for basically close to a month of playing against nobody but your own teammates. So it's nice to get out and be able to play against somebody else for once. You know, and obviously, you know, Boonville's not where they want to be.
Right.
They'll get better as time goes on. So from our standpoint, it was a good team to open up with.
Sure.
You know, because it lets you have the ability to go out and do what you wanted to do.
Right.
You know, in basketball, it's a game of, are you going to be able to run your offense the way you want to, or is the defense going to force you into doing things you're not comfortable doing?
Right.
Tonight, their defense didn't do that to us, but our defense did it to them.
Right.
We forced them into things that they weren't accustomed to doing or wanting to do, but yet when we were on offense, they didn't get after us, and we were able to run our offense, shoot the three-pointers, you know, and that type of thing. You know, and as the season goes on, a matter of fact, I saw four coaches sitting across the gym from us that, you know, are here watching this game tonight. So, you know, the word's going to get out. You know, hey, you got to guard Jasper from the perimeter because they can shoot the ball. So, you know, that's where we were talking about the inside-outside game. That's where we're going to need Wallace and Giesler to move inside at some point. But overall, yep, I would give it a successful night.
Well, there's no doubt. I mean, as far as just what you're expecting to see from some of the basically from the experienced players, especially in that first half, because Nawat had 13. Giesler had a nice half with 7 points. Didn't score in the second half, but he didn't need to, really. No. Wallace hit free throws. I mean, he was 3 of 4 from the line, so that's really key because, again, there's going to be some battles down low that he didn't quite face tonight, but there are going to be other nights, and he's going to have to be able to hit those free throws, as the Cats did a great job from the free throw line here in the second half, where they were 10 of 12 overall.
Yeah, I thought we shot the ball exceptionally well tonight from the three-point line, free throws, like you said, 2-pointers. I mean, overall, I would say Coach Gable will be pleased with the game tonight. There was good effort, you know, and the effort comes from on the defensive end. You know, it's easy to go out and run offense because you're going to have the chance to score, but on defense, there's no glory in that. But I thought we did a very good job tonight of putting forth the effort to play good defense. You know, and that's what we're going to have to continue to do because we're not 30 points better than everybody we play this year.
No, we're not going to be.
You know.
No.
But if we play the caliber of defense that we played tonight, it's going to keep us in a lot of ball games.
Right.
And that's what we are going to have to do is we're going to have to play good defense.
And overall, the foul shooting was 13 of 16 for the Wildcats. But three-point shots, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the first half, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 4 in the second half. So 9 three-pointers, and they're actually spread out when you look at it. Now, Nawat was hot in that first half. He hit 3 of them. Caden Ernie hit 3 overall in the ball game, but we also got one from Wallace. We got one from Logan Day, and then Thomas Ager came in and popped that one.
Yeah, you know, like we said, we shot the ball well tonight. You know, and when you go on the road, you know, this is the first time some of these guys have ever played in this gym. You know, it's not. Sometimes that's not an easy thing to do. So to come out and shoot the ball the way we did tonight was nice. But it goes back to what I was saying too with Boonville's defense. They weren't like in our face.
No.
You know,
yeah.
They played soft, and we took advantage of it. I'm not downgrading what we did.
Right.
We took advantage of what they gave us.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's what you have to do to be successful. Moving forward, though, you're going to have games where the opposing team's going to be in your face playing defense.
Right. Yeah. So we're not going to have it as easy what we have. But the bottom line is, you get those open looks, you got to make sure you knock them down.
Right.
And Jasper did an outstanding job of doing that all night.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to talk with Caleb Bagley here in just a moment. Jason, switch that over to you.
All right.
Coach Bagley, welcome back to basketball season, right?
Thank you. Excited to be back.
at least as far as playing games, right?
That's right.
So, actually, how long have you been preparing for the opener here since you guys started practice?
We practiced for 2 full weeks. Scrimmaged on Saturday and then practiced yesterday and then first night out tonight. So before that, we were going a couple days a week in the preseason before, a lot of football guys that weren't there. So once we got the football guys, that helps a little bit.
Yeah, but you weren't hoping that we would lose in the
section,
right?
No, you're right. No.
You want to lose in the tournament.
Not at all.
There. No, I'm just kidding. All right, but anyway, as far as, this basketball game, so, you had the preparation for a couple, 3 weeks or so and all that. When you come into the season and wanting, what really are your expectations? Because obviously we got some new players that got to work into the lineup that weren't getting as much varsity action last year. So, kind of tell me what your expectation was coming into the season.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the biggest thing that I think just the staple of our program is just going out and playing hard and competing and representing the community the right way. But then from there, it's just, I feel like we've got a good group of guys that are skilled players. We've got a decent amount of shooters, adjusted the offense a little bit towards that. And that's something that it's kind of nice in a way to not have any expectations coming in because you're so focused on yourself rather than focusing on an opponent's game plan or whatever.
Right.
So it kind of helps a little bit. Obviously, then there's the unknown of what's Boonville going to have and what are they going to do, and that part's obviously difficult. But when you get 2 weeks to focus on yourself and hopefully do well and get better at certain things, and then you kind of come out and you see it in practice and you're like, all right, it looks pretty good now.
Right.
But then who knows how it's going to look against another team. And I thought tonight we moved the ball really well, and that's something we've really been focusing on, and it led to a lot of good shots.
And Boonville's obviously a young basketball team that's going to grow throughout the season and all that. But I really thought we kind of took advantage of the open looks and some of the things we were able to do offensively, and then also the pressure we did defensively on them. Yeah,
I mean, that's something that, we're not real big. But we've got guys that are, good athletes, and they're quick enough to be able to pressure the basketball and be able to take away driving lanes and contain the ball, and that helps a lot. But, yeah, I mean, inexperience, and then to their, same way, they didn't know what we were going to do coming, because things have changed from this year to last year. And, and then you got a lot of young guys that aren't really sure, and it's their first time being out on the floor, but they will get better. You're right. They got a young core of guys that, I think it was the McCain kid. He's a freshman. He's a put together kid. He's going to get a lot better.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah. He looks like a good basketball player out there, and just as a freshman, he's going to get better and better every single season. But, the other thing, too, as far as your specific job, because, again, you've been coaching JV for so many years and all that, and then you're going to be moving a lot of those JV players into the varsity action and everything. Yep. So, really, what's been your role in kind of helping Coach Gable on what players and personnel you're going to have for the season?
Yeah, and we've, Coach Noblet, Coach Gable and I have, we've worked together on offense and just figuring out, what best suits our team. And, it's different because, still coaching the JV game, and it's one of those deals of, in practice you're on your JV guys, but then you're also excited about, the varsity group, just kind of being in both chairs at the same time. But, whether or not you're supposed to chew out the JV for not playing very good defense, or you just kind of sit there and go, hey, that was pretty good offense. You know? So, there's a little bit of back and forth there. But, I mean, the biggest thing I think is, and coaches has given me the chance to, like yesterday, show some film and do some different breakdown clips of what we're seeing. And, and that's been an exciting role for me. So I'm excited to be in that spot, and then also being able to stand on the sideline at the JV game and kind of coach the team as well. So.
All right. Well, the other thing, too, as far as individual performance for the Cats tonight, 2 players in double figures with Andrew Noblet. Talk about his game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he's just, he's been shooting the ball well at practice, and you just hope that it carries over to the game, and we think it will. But just his maturity level and the speed that he plays at. Last year, he kind of, sometimes he got a little lost and, was a little slow to areas. And this year I just feel like he's picked up on everything really well. And he's more instinctive out there rather than more like thinking and what should I do next. And the nice part is he's not hesitating when he catches it. He's been aggressive. But a lot of that, too, is his teammates are getting him open. We talk a lot about paint touches and how many times can we put 2 feet in the paint. And guys do that, and then he finds himself open. And when he's shooting open shots, I think I like his percentage from that spot. So
Yeah. Well, and the other thing, too, we got the holiday break coming up here, so it kind of changes your schedule as far as practicing after school and all that. But we got Bossy coming up, so it's funny. It's like, you know, you kind of ease into the basketball season, and then, boom, we're right into, you know, conference action.
Right, and it'll be, you know, that's the, you know, it's nice to have this film to look at, but then it's going to be probably a completely different game on next Tuesday. You know, they'll probably get after us a little bit. We got to be ready to handle their pressure. But, you know, even tonight when Boonville pressured us, for the most part, we did a good job. I think we finished the game with 3 turnovers, and that's, you know, goes, like I said, we've got good guards that hopefully can handle the pressure. And then the nice part is if guys are drawing 2 and we got open guys on the perimeter, you know, hopefully we continue knocking down shots. But, yeah, we did a nice job, and we just got to prepare the best we can, because I don't know if we'll have a whole lot of stuff on Bossy. It's just going to be, you know, focusing on ourselves and what we can get better at again.
Right. Okay, well, the Wildcats with 2 big wins tonight in the JV, and then, of course, this basketball game dominating. So congratulations on the night.
Thank you.
All right, well, you guys get home, all right?
Yep, thank you.
All right, appreciate it. All right, so the Jasper Wildcats, great opener for them tonight, winning 62-27 over the Boonville Pioneers. Quick look at the scoring for the Pioneers. Lavelle Tinsley scored all of his points in that second quarter and then was pretty well shut out in the second half, especially in that third quarter, where the Cats held Boonville to only 2 points. And Boonville never scored more than 9 points in any of the quarters, 9, 8, 2, and 8 for their 27 points. Other leading scorer was Jackson McCain. He scored 11 points, so the freshman looks like a good one, and he's just going to get better and better for this Boonville team. Cats were led by Andrew Knobb with 16, 10 points for Logan Day off the bench as he hit a couple 3-pointers and a couple buckets, and then 4 points for Jace Foy, all from the free throw line, a 3-pointer hit. No, check that. 12 points, actually, from Caden Ernie. No, check that. 9 points for Caden Ernie. I'm still not doing very good in math here, Jason. But anyway, 9 points for him, 8 points for Will Wallace, 10 points Logan Day, as we mentioned. Looking at the bench scoring, Max Butel with a 3, Reese Fisher with a 3. No, Reese Fisher with a 2, and Thomas Sager with a 3. So the Cats score 62. And we're 13 of 16 from the foul line, so that was a good night for them as well. So 62-27, Jasper over Boonville. Next ball game will be Tuesday night at home against the Bossy Bulldogs. So for Jason Stamm and Jeremy Marcos, my name is Craig Schneider. This is Wildcat Basketball here on 18 WJTS. Good night.